Hello everybody, it's Gary Hallican here, and today we're looking at something really cool, or at least it seems like it's going to be really cool. I hope that it will be. We're looking at the Quan Guan Racing Series building block type toy racing car, and this is of course a Toyota AE86. So as you can see here, this has pretty similar parts count to a Lego Speed Champions car. So after having built a few of those, I wanted to get some of these and see how they compare to it. What I did not expect at all was such an awesome box for this. So first off, the box is huge, at least area-wise. It's a pretty thin box, but if we compare it to, say, a Speed Champions box there, you see it's much bigger than that. This box is also awesome. It has a carrying handle on the top, and it has an embossed texture all around. And I don't know how well you can see it, but the car itself is embossed on there. And so this looks awesome. On the back, we see the other side of the car here, and it also is an embossed image on the back there too. We can see this is going to come with two minifigures and two sets of wheels. So it's unfortunate that mine ended up smashed a little bit, but this box is really cool. So I got this on Temu for about $12 or so. So it's around and about half the price of a new Speed Champions car. So we're going to compare it to the Speed Champions and see what we think, see how they compare. So like I said, it comes with two minifigures, and I think I've determined who they are supposed to be. When I bought this, it was listed as the Akiyama Toyota AE86. So from what I can find out, Akiyama is a character in the Initial D manga series. Now, I don't know a lot about that series. I do have one volume of it somewhere, and I think I saw the live action movie, but of course it's about drift racing, and the main characters drive cars like this. So from what I understand is Akiyama is a character in that who drives this car. Based on the pictures I was able to find, I think these minifigures are meant to be Akiyama and his sister. I think that is correct there. This is, of course, not licensed as Initial D or even licensed by Toyota or anything like that. All right, so if we open up the box, and it looks like I'll have to turn it over here. Everything's on the other side. So we see what we get in the box. So we got a thick cardboard box here and several bags of parts. These parts don't appear to be labeled at all, so when I build this, I'll just dump them all out. It's hard to tell yet, of course, what quality will be like. They look pretty good. They look a little brittle, maybe not like the buttery smooth pieces that real Lego has. We do have a sticker sheet, and looks like some wheels in there, some tires and some wheels in that bag. And we've got the instruction booklet, and it looks to be pretty much like any Lego instruction booklet. So we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm going to build this car, and then I'll be back to show you what we get. Okay, so we're back with our new Toyota car here, and I'll show you the various sides of it. So this took just under 2 hours to build, and I really enjoyed the build of this. I think it's not quite as clever as the builds on some of the Speed Champions. There's nothing in here that's going to make you go, ooh, I can't believe they used that part. But there were some neat things in this build. Some things where I said, oh, that's a neat way that they did that. Plastic quality turned out to be real good. All the parts were really nice. There was a couple very small parts that had a little bit of mold flashing on them. But other than that, not really any big deal. The biggest thing quality-wise is there was some discoloration. I don't know how well you can see it, but especially on these parts here, there were some white parts that were definitely yellowed in comparison to the other white parts. A lot more off-white than some of the other white parts. So that was the biggest quality issue that I saw with this. The stickers are all pretty decent. I think there was just one or two of them that were cut a little bit off, that weren't cut exactly right. What I do really like about the stickers that came with this set is that, unlike the Lego stickers, these stickers are the entire length of the block they are supposed to fit on. So unlike the Lego ones, you don't have to try to line them up in the center. These you just line up on one end and then you're good. So that I kind of liked. You'll notice here that instead of Trueno, like the real car would say, you'll notice the stickers on here say Truned, Truned, so in a similar font, right? So that's, to avoid any copyright issues or anything like that. We get Truned instead of Trueno. But anyway, I really like how this turned out. It feels, sturdy enough, and I think it captures the shape of the real car pretty well. So I think it's pretty good. I'm very happy with that. As we mentioned before, it comes with two minifigures, and these are kind of unique because they've got more articulation than a regular minifigure. They actually have knees, and they also have arms that will go out like this. So arms will spin around, but they also have another joint at the shoulder here, so they can go like that. So kind of unique minifigures. We can put them in the car here. The front windshield will come off, and we'll see that the interior is much less complicated, much less detail than there would be in one of the Speed Champions. We just have one sticker for some dials. We do have a gear shift and an emergency brake. We don't really have any seats too much. You've got seat backs, headrests here, but otherwise pretty simple on the interior. But our figures will go into the car easily enough. So there we go. Just like that. So this is pretty neat. Like I said, I enjoyed building it quite a bit. Let's go ahead and compare it to a Lego Speed Champions. So here is the Too Fast, Too Furious GTR 34. And so, as you can see, they scale pretty well together. This Toyota is 8 studs wide, just like the modern Speed Champions. And so I think that doesn't look bad at all. I think they would look just fine, both rolling up together to the start of a street race. Or a drift race, as it were, as this one would be better suited for that. Okay, so that was the Quan Guan Racing Series building block type toy racing car, Toyota AE86. I think it's awesome, especially for the price. Like I said, about $12 or so. So especially at that price point, I think this is a very good value, even if the rear windows are just stickers on here. So let me know in the comments if you have this car, or if you have this same car from a different company. Let me know that too. And we'll be seeing some more like this pretty soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next review.